magnificent country into a democracy. New Zealand responded by opening a resident mission in Pretoria. The 1996 Cape Town communique, signed between yourself and our former Prime Minister Jim Bolger, set in place a modern foundation for cooperation between the new South Africa and New Zealand. Since then, our two countries have built an increasingly warm and friendly and constructive relationship based on a commitment to shared ideals. We are discovering also the extent of our shared interests. In multilateral affairs, we are working ever more closely together. In the WTO, the Cairns Group, the Valdivia Group on environmental issues, and we also stay in close touch on Antarctic and fisheries issues. And of course, on the great struggle to achieve international disarmament and arms control. New Zealand is equally committed to achieving a vibrant and mutually beneficial bilateral relationship. To this end, we were pleased to convene with your government late last year the first New Zealand-South Africa Relations Commission. The Commission's principal focus is our economic and trading relationship, and in support of this, we will be working for enhanced links between our respective business communities. But my government sees many other areas of possibility for new dialogue. These might include sharing the experience of models for the reform and restructuring of the public sector, as well as for agriculture, the environment, education, and the redress of historical grievances concerning land. Mr. President, as the struggle for freedom from the oppression of apartheid moved to its culmination, New Zealanders took to the streets in their thousands to show their solidarity. Well over a decade passed before New Zealand and South Africa could once again join together in one of the world's great celebrations of sport, our rugby rivalry. But New Zealand hopes that our rugby relationship, I won't mention cricket, will be joined by other sports. We would be delighted to see Bafana Bafana in New Zealand. We also hope to see much greater interaction between the women's sports teams of our two countries. As nations, we could hardly be further removed geographically. We are separated by many miles of ocean, and there is no doubt that our relationship would be accelerated by better aviation links. This is something both governments might continue to explore. So many synergies do exist, not least in tourism. The possibilities are exciting. Mr. President, New Zealanders warmly remember the occasion of your visit to our country in 1995. Now, some 4 years later, it is the turn of South Africa to host the Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting. The Commonwealth link is an important strand to our relationship. It binds us to South Africa and to other African members in an enduring way that is very special in today's world. New Zealand looks forward to participating in the Durban Summit. Mr. President, I greatly look forward to serving your country as High Commissioner for New Zealand. I thank you warmly for the opportunity to do so. I am greatly honoured to offer you my letter of credence as New Zealand's High Commissioner to South Africa and the letter of recall of my predecessor.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you. It's an honor for us to receive you. I already apologized to the then Prime Minister for what we did to the All Blacks in 1995. And I also must express my humble apology for what Hans did. Our cricket team. I'm sure those are going to deepen our relations because I have no doubt that the New Zealanders are going to want to return it. But we do not forget the support that you gave us during the darkest period in our struggle, when you can't cancel the sports links between New Zealand and South Africa, and all the other resources that you made available so that we could conduct and win the struggle. And we are confident that you play an important role in deepening and expanding those relations. Let us take a photograph, because I do want to upgrade myself. I'll take a photograph. When did